Hey, it's Andrew Downs. I'm proud to support Three Beards Media, and I would love to work with you. If you need merchandise for your company, organization, band, softball team, whatever, I can help. From name brand apparel to promotional items, large orders or small, online stores, and more, I can help your brand stand out. AKC Marketing is local, based in Johnston, and we are an employee-owned business, so our costs are low and our turnaround times are fast. But most importantly, we give you personal service to make sure you get exactly what you're looking for. Email me at andrew@akcmarketing.com or find me on social media, and let's make some cool stuff together. Now sit back and enjoy this Three Beards Media podcast.
Welcome back to another edition of the Ball Don't Lie podcast. I'm Ted Heesmore. We are in week 15 already. We have gotten through championship week of college football, week 15 of the NFL. Crazy how time flies. It's freezing outside. We got Shipley producing background. What's happening, Small?
Nothing, dude. Yeah. Playoffs are approaching. Excited to see the college football playoffs as well. So it is. It's a fun time of the year, and then we start getting into, conference basketball season. That's just around the corner, also. So
there was a women's basketball game last night.
Yep. Iowa State struggled.
They are struggling right now. Yeah, little brother won the women's game last night, which is no bueno for the women's start. But there's a lot of good thing about college basketball. It is a long season.
Yeah, I mean, Iowa State's lucky they didn't get swept by the whole damn state.
Very lucky.
I mean,
but
Drake.
They had a buzzer beater to beat Drake.
Yeah.
Katie Dennebeer had her way that day.
Yeah, so I don't know. There's something's going on. They definitely need to turn the corner here because
it's a lot different being the hunter and being the hunted. It's a big difference when you're playing free and then playing with some pressure. So,
right,
it is what it is.
Yep.
But just to recap last week real quick, the Cowboys beat was horrible for us.
Oh, yeah, chalk it up. Another one.
11 Cowboys at +6. You're getting the ball with the game tied. Then they block it. You just don't touch the damn thing. You're in Aubrey's field range already. Worst case scenario, it goes to overtime and we get a push at worst at +6. Yep. Crazy.
Yeah,
and a little out route to
the odds of not covering were probably, I don't know. I mean,
the Cowboys' odds before the punt happened to win the game were probably crazy. And then
they were heavily favored.
At the point of the block field goal, I bet was like 97%. And then, dude, just get away from it. What are you doing?
Yep, just another one. Go figure. I have it. I just feel like, and we played it on a card. It's like. I just shake my head and I put it in the text.
Yeah, and then the Chiefs again, the same stuff for the Chiefs. End up winning another win non-cover in a small line, insane. They're now 12-1 overall and 2-11 against the spread. No, it's even more.
Yeah. No, I think they've covered more than 2, but I have to look. I feel like they have.
I don't think so.
They covered week 1. I know. I'm trying to think off the top of my head against Baltimore.
The Ravens. And that win was crazy too. That was just toes not in by Isaiah Likely.
Oh, I can think of 3 though. Actually, top of my head, I can. Monday night against the Saints, and they won as a dog at San Francisco.
He might be right there. It might be 3.
Just off I don't know. Yeah, but gosh, I mean, yeah. But to your point though, it's another one, right?
Their wins though. I mean. I bet him under 11. I bet him under 11.5 wins to start the season. I think I was on the right side of that.
Well, yeah.
If just half these fluky games don't go their way, it's nuts, man. It's
crazy.
But yeah, just to recap quick, it didn't go great. I went 2-4. I did get Clemson home. Gets me to 39-39 on this season. Got my second win in college. That was impressive. 2-3 for you, 35-47, and did not get Texas home. It was a good football game, though.
Yeah, it was a good football game.
And 2-3 in Circa, putting us at 32-38. Need to have another good week there. Be nice to get in the right side.
Yeah, if we can just get above
over.
Yeah.
We've had some fluky stuff there. Been a fluky season so far, but can end strong and still get to where it's at. This week's a little rough on these lines. It's getting tough. There's a lot at stake for playoff teams, a lot of win or go home games. It's going to be an awesome week to watch football.
Yep.
And there's a couple games I'm staying away from, but I can't wait to watch. So
yeah, I will be on that side of, if you're alluding to the Bills Lions, I will not be.
I'm not touching the Bills Lions, but I can't wait to watch the football game.
Agree. Couldn't agree.
It's going to be an awesome game. I tried to talk myself into both sides. I'm like, I don't know. I mean, the Bills can be ran on. You can just put it. That's what the Rams did. The Rams put their head down, like, we are going to commit. I mean, Stafford still did the Stafford stuff, but they committed to making the Bills have to put people in the box. And that's what Detroit can really, really do. So if you gunned ahead, I think I would. I mean, I don't know.
I don't have a feel. If it feels like it to me, it feels like too cheap here for the Lions because they are at home.
I agree.
However, at some point, like, I do understand the logic of, with Josh Allen on the road, catching points. It's hard not to take it with him as well. So, and
part of me wants the Lions to win too, just so the Chiefs don't play anybody week 18 against Denver. We might need that game for seeding reasons and just to make the playoffs. So part of me wants the Lions just to get it done too.
Yeah, there you go. That's true. That's a good point.
I got 5 plays this week.
I'm debating. I could have a million. So we'll just.
Oh, you could? I struggled to get to 5. I struggled to get to 5.
Yeah, I could probably get to like 8 or 9 if I wanted. So.
I do love – I like the Niners tonight. There's going to be a lot of people going, why are the Rams giving 3 here after how good they looked last week? That was about as perfect of a game as the Rams could have played, and Josh Allen put his head down. And listen, you had the Rams last week. That was the right side the whole time, and it got nervous for a second because Josh Allen went straight Superman mode.
Yep.
People thought his chance to lock down the MVP this year is going to be the Lions game. He actually locked it in a loss last week.
Yeah.
That was insanity. And it was Sean McVay having – you hate it when coaches don't do this. Having the right mindset to go, we cannot take a field goal here and go up 6. We will lose the game.
Yes. So actually, I want to discuss. That's great. Great. I'm glad you brought it up. That was there are so many times watching these NFL games, the old heads and people that just don't get like the metrics and the behind the scenes stuff. What Sean McVay did there, you go up 6, you're
losing the game.
The percentage for you to get a 4th and 5, and then what that percentage obviously means now at that stage, like you go to like 98% to win the game.
Yeah.
But if you don't make it, good luck.
Josh Allen got down 17. He decided he was done handing the ball off to anybody, and he was not giving the ball up anymore. And it was insane. It was wild to watch him play.
Don't kick field goals there. You have to go for it. I think people just fall in love with, we're up 6, we got to force them. We see it all the time. How many times do these teams in a minute and a half, you go prevent and they just freaking march it down? It's 20 seconds and they're on the 40.
No.
Good luck.
They did get lucky though because their right tackle jumped so early on that 4th and 5. I mean, it was like, and I was cheering for it at that point. I was like, oh my God, that was so bad.
Yeah,
they missed it. Yeah. They converted it, but it was look. It ended up being the right call by McVay. They punched a touchdown in, and it was what it was. So
I agree with you. Niners didn't make my card, but I like the pick here tonight.
I just think they're in desperation mode again too. Look, and you got some Niners. They win tonight. They're at plus 685 to make the playoffs right now. That division's messy, and we'll get to it here coming up too. Don't write them off for any of that yet. There's still a lot. There's still a month of football to play at. And
I think the reason why that is so high, it's because it's strictly their schedule. They still play the Lions coming up.
It's their schedule, and they don't have any of the tiebreakers either with their own division.
Right.
So a lot has to go right for them. But I think some pizza money at 685 is definitely worth it before the game tonight. You can't wait another week.
No, for sure. So, I'm going to
take the Niners -3 tonight.
Okay, I'll go to a game. I feel like I don't even know how much we'll agree this week. I think this is a game you're going to have, though. I'm going to lay with the Bengals -5 at the Titans. I've been pretty much anti-Cincy all year. It's worked in my favor. They're not good. They're not a good football team. They're overrated. I don't know why they suck. They're getting a pass, I feel like, for everybody that they have on that team.
Their defense is just putrid. They might have the worst pass defense in NFL history.
It's not great. But at the same time, like, you got to win football games, right? And they've look at their wins. They've beat nobody. They've been actually lucky in the sense of a la Monday night.
Won that game.
But I think that in a weird way, even though it is a short week, is also kind of a way for them to maybe still feel like they have a little hope. And so even though odds are really against them, I still think that provides that spark they may need here. I don't think they lay down. So it just feels like a short number as well. So I'll lay the -5 here. I don't think they've given up. And because of that alone, that's why I'm taking them.
This might have a chance to make our card. It's not on my plays here, but I don't hate that play. So I'll put a star next to that. Might have a chance to make the plays. I'll be interesting to see what you feel about this game. I kind of feel like you'll agree with me. Miami's actually playing some decent football right now. It was a little sloppy against the Jets, but the Jets are just kind of a team. The Jets have personnel and stuff. They just find ways to lose games because they're just a mess of an organization. It's not the Joes. They have enough Joes to win football games, and they're just not. They're getting 3 at Houston. I don't think Houston's any good. Miami still has everything to play for. They're an Indy beats Denver this week. Miami wins 2. They're right in the mix. So I actually think Miami's going to win this game outright. They're getting 3 at Houston. Give me the Dolphins.
Okay. I like Miami here also. We'll make this our play number 1. I'm a hair scared of it just from the fact that, Texans are coming off the bye. That's the only thing that's a hair concerning. I don't know what to make of Miami last week. If you chalk it up to like us, a division opponent, because the Jets haven't done anything offensively, and then they look pretty well. So we'll see. But I agree with you in terms of the angle, right? It's do or die from here on out. So we know the effort is going to be there. So whether or not that transitions to the results, who knows? But the effort's for sure going to be there. I'm going to go back to the well here. I don't know. Why not? This team likes me, or they've liked me now. I'm going to take Carolina by 2.5, 3. I don't know what it's going to finish at, but
that's at 3. We're our first Oppo game.
Oh, really?
And it's for all the reasons you're saying. Like, everything says to take Carolina here. This is me just being stubborn, saying this team has to have a bad game. They've played great for a month straight.
Yeah, I've been right.
Really good. Yeah. And they're doing everything right. They're playing good and hard and not winning, because winning games for them now does nothing in the draft. But they're playing hard. Yeah. Like you leave, if you're a Panthers fan, you leave those games going like when you're in tank mode, all you want to see is your team play hard and some people progress. Bryce Young's progressing.
Yeah.
Your team's playing hard, and they've had a crazy schedule and been in the football games with Philly, Kansas City, and everybody. So.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, and so I actually was going to be opposite here when I saw the a look-ahead line from last week. If Dallas would have won on Monday night, I would have probably played them. I feel like I'm playing the angle of I feel like now Dallas, they know the season's over. And I feel like it's the dream crusher. So that is the angle I'm playing. But that's the only reason. And I think Carolina, too. I don't always like playing the teams that go from the dog roll all season to the favorite. That's not something I do.
Usually don't. And that's the reason I'm playing Dallas here is Carolina. They're a great team to pick. I don't think they should be favored ever.
Sure. And so I get that. Then – my counter thing is just to that. It's just like, we'll see. I feel like Dallas has to feel like season's over. Carolina's still playing hard. I don't know. We'll see how it shakes out, but that's the angle I'm using.
I'm not going to be shocked whichever way this game goes. I won't be shocked.
Sure.
Because Carolina is playing hard. I'm betting on the fact that those guys are due to lay an egg.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe they don't because they've been playing a really good football for the last month.
Yeah, they have.
We'll see.
Impressive.
All right. This is just maybe me not putting enough stock in this football team because I just don't think they're as good as they're playing right now. But they've been winning some games, like must-win games against teams in their division even. I'm going to take the Packers -2.5 at Seattle. I just can't buy into Seattle yet, and maybe that's just me being stubborn and stupid. But and it's a stinky line, obviously. I think Vegas, everything I'm saying, Vegas wants me to go the way I'm doing it, so I'm going to take the bait here and eat the trash. I'm going to take Green Bay -2.5.
Yeah, we're opposite here. I did grab Seattle at 3, but this Green Bay team, I don't know what this Green Bay team is. I look at them and I'm like,
they've been inconsistent. I'll give you that.
Yeah, on the road it scares me. I don't know. Seattle's quietly turned their season around, beating Arizona.
They're winning division.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much a lock, really.
Unless they completely fall apart, I think they have almost all the tiebreakers in the division.
Oh yeah, they will now. Yep. I mean, because they did lose to San Francisco head-to-head on that Thursday night a few weeks back, but they've swept Arizona, and I think that's the main concern for them.
Well, that, and then, if they, you push the other way in that too, it comes a division record as the other tiebreaker, they're going to have that.
Yeah. I just felt like this game, it feels like it should just be a pick 'em in my head. And that's the way I looked at it. I was like, I don't know. Why is it?
Yeah, you're right. The line is stinky. Like I'm taking the dummy role here, but I'm going to play it anyway.
All right.
Before we get to the rest of our picks here too, and again, I'll talk about it as we get back from the break, but don't forget to get your Berkwood Farms Moneyline Dog of the Week play in, +5 or more for your Moneyline play, and we'll get some more details after we get back. Hearing a word from our sponsors.
Making great tasting bourbon requires the perfect combination of ingredients, conditions, and time. The longer it rests, the better it tastes. Revelton Distillery's new single barrel bourbon is made from 80% corn, sourced 100% from Iowa farmers. And unlike mass-produced bourbons, each barrel of Revelton's single barrel bourbon is unique, proofed on when it tastes best. As they like to say, it'll be ready when it's ready. And to ensure the highest standards of quality and flavor, owners Rob and Christy Taylor oversee the production and bottling. Every single barrel. Iowa-born, Iowa-aged, Iowa-bottled. Try the new single-barrel bourbon from Iowa's own Revelton Distillery. ReveltonDistillery.com. When energy meets precision, anything is possible.
I'm Carter Hawley, the Chief Energy Officer of the Iowa State Cyclones. I'm full of energy on and off the court, but nothing gives me more energy than helping families find their dream home. And that's where Green Beret Realty comes in. They're more than just realtors. They're a team dedicated to getting things right for you and your family, just like we get it right on the court. Sometimes it takes a team to get the call right. And when you're buying a home, you want a team that makes all the right calls. That is Green Beret Realty. And here's the best part. When you buy or sell a home through Dan at Green Beret Realty and mention this ad, he'll make a donation to the We Will Collective, helping student athletes like me thrive on and off the court.
Green Beret Realty, because getting the call right means everything.
Welcome back to the Ball Don't Lie podcast. We are in week 15. He's Small on Ted. We got shit produced in the background. Again, make sure you if you haven't yet, get your Moneyline Dog plays in the week. Minimum 5-point underdog. It needs to be college. There's no college. Actually, no, the Army Navy games this week. What is that? What is that line at?
Gosh, I don't know. I haven't looked.
I don't know either. I didn't look at that. So that is maybe a potential play. Otherwise, the NFL. Congratulations to our 2 winners so far, Gary Badcock and Jesse Seaburn last week. But again, $50 gift card to Berkwood Farms. They've been awesome. Got the cool hat here too. So thanks again to
Great.
Jake and the guys at Berkwood Farms, right across the street from Small Shops. Make sure you stop into High Five Comics and Cards afterwards. Get a look. I think my parents just ran to the store this week to get some Christmas presents.
Mm-hmm.
But thanks again to our partners at Berkwood Farms. I have one play left, dude.
I got a few, so you all go.
Go.
Where do I want to start? I think you won't have this game. You hate this team. I'm going to take Steelers plus 5.5 at Philly. At some point, I just am like, man, got to give a little credit due to Pittsburgh. And I really wonder where Philly, I just don't know the motivation, how much they have here to go and blow anybody out, right? And maybe that was clear last week with Carolina. You would have thought, right, like being that big a favorite, it's like, okay, and Carolina was playing well that we've talked about. I thought maybe, okay, they might put the foot down, but they didn't. And so I'm just kind of wondering if they're in coast mode because it's secured. They technically can get that bye, right, if the Bills would slip up here or beat the Lions. But to me, like, I just think they just play hard. Pittsburgh's tough, man. That defense is nasty. They've done well enough on offense. I mean, they've just shocked me, quite frankly, all season. They've won games that you wouldn't think they'd win. I don't know. I'm going to take the Steelers here, and I might be walking into it, but
yeah, I'm going to stay away from it. I don't like either side. They have been playing well. The fear for me is, Russ turned into a pumpkin. I watched that dude take snaps for 2 years. So
sure.
It's coming. I think 5 of their 7 games he's started have been against teams with losing records. These guys are for real. So you're going to find out if he plays well against them. It's time to just shut up and maybe start believing him. I'm closer to doing that. Here's a really good test for him, though. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's a good test. Yeah, for sure.
I'll cheer for you. I won't be on either side. So
okay.
I'll go ahead and read some of these. I read that the Niners were plus 685 to make the playoffs. I did grab Josh Allen a bunch 6+ weeks ago for the MVP. I'm at like plus 450 once, plus 300. I have some probably nice coin coming on those bets. He's currently minus 450 to win the MVP. That race is over. Yep. The Ravens are still I don't really believe as much in them anymore, but plus 950 to win the Super Bowl. That's worth some pizza money. They get hot at the right time.
Yeah.
The Eagles are still at plus 240 to win the NFC. I think that's decent. The Lions odds are just not good enough anymore. I did get if the Lions play the Bills in the Super Bowl, I have some crazy money coming. So I got them both early to win the conferences and win the Super Bowl. It'd be nice. Awesome. The Bills are still at plus 200 to win the AFC, which is it's okay.
Yeah.
And the Eagles are still plus 500 to win the Super Bowl. That's probably your best. I went through all those. That is probably your best. It's not about what you really think sometimes. It's like, can this happen and what are the odds look like?
Right.
Like the Lions, the Lions look the best probably right now for that side, but their odds are just it's not worth it anymore. The time has passed there. I think plus 500 for the Eagles to win the Super Bowl that's worth a couple bucks to me.
Yeah, why not? I don't disagree with that. 100%.
So those are just some things that stood out to me.
Great.
All the player awards are dead. Besides, maybe if you think Bo Nix can overtake the Rookie of the Year,
it's possible.
Jaden Daniels might have locked it up last week.
Yeah. Cool. Well, I'll keep going. I'll go. I'll just piggyback off your Bo Nix. I'm going to take the Colts plus 4. You kind of talked about the team and desperate time here. Colts off the bye.
On this, if I just don't want to be on this, so
I like Denver. I like Knicks. I like what they've done this year. They've been a good surprise for sure, and it's just more of it is that buy angle. It is the desperate team. We'll see. Would I be shocked? No, I'm just playing the number. I think this is it has all the feels of a really close game back and forth for me. So you're getting over the field goal. I feel like it's a field goal game either way. And that's why I'll just take the 4 here. So
if the Colts do beat Denver here, I just need that. I need Miami to snap Houston, because I think I've made it pretty clear in the show.
Yeah.
I re-hammered the Colts for the division about a month ago, and I had some preseason stuff on it too. If that happens, your boy's going to be doing okay.
Right.
So no, it's this actually has a chance to make our cards. It's off the bye. Everything you said. It's but Denver does win. I think they're in the playoffs.
Yeah, it locks them up for sure.
It locks them up, and actually it gives them a chance to, not just get a chance to 7 seed. Like they're the same record as the Ravens and the Chargers right now.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see.
Yep.
My last play is, and this is gross, and I think you might not like it. You might go the other way. This team's playing awful. Kirk Cousins has been horrible. They've lost their division lead that was over because I think they swept Tampa, didn't they?
They did.
They did. So all you have to do is just have the same record you go. But man, they're plus money to make the playoffs now, like plus 150. I think I saw. I'm gonna take Atlanta -4 at Vegas.
Play number 2, by the way.
Okay, it's just, doesn't it seem like it's time to snap out of it, because it's do or die now, and you have everything to play for. And I wish it was -3, but this is making the card, and I kind of thought maybe you would go the other way there, but
no. Yeah, I got no problem playing against my team when I feel it's right, and I feel like it's right. My only fear is typically I don't play this angle of the Falcons last week were big road dogs and now they're road favorites, right? I hate that.
Yeah, it's a big swing.
It's a big swing, and I hate that. You're typically walking into it. It's now official. Like the Raiders have been playing pretty hard, truthfully, even though
is Ritter who's taking snaps this week?
Exactly, and that's
if O'Connell was playing, I'd be more scared. Actually, right. I think the line would be a little lower for us.
I would agree, actually, but
Ritter cannot play quarterback in the NFL.
That is my angle. I think it's over. I think it's done. And why this game is still Monday is beyond me.
I didn't think about the revenge factor from Ritter, though.
Yeah, right. There is that, and those.
But he's no good.
But Kirk Cousins had the revenge factor last week at Minnesota, and it didn't work out. So, yeah, I like the Falcons here. I mean, it's do or die for them.
You lose, it's over.
Yeah, and I just think they'll be able to move the ball into no one talks about the Raiders because they suck so bad, but they got injuries all over the place. I mean, all over the board. And I'm 100%. It's one of my favorite plays actually of the week. So,
okay.
Falcons for sure making it. And I got one more I'll add.
Staying on your boys there too, and this goes against my guy at quarterback. But if you have a guy that's going to be first team All-Pro at his position as a rookie, especially as a playmaking spot, shouldn't they be rookie of the year?
He should.
He's the clear in the betting odds. Bowers is clear third, but he's going to be first team All-Pro as a rookie and not win rookie of the year.
He just set an NFL record for rookie receptions by a tight end. He has 87. He might as well have you and I throw him the football.
Well, he's had a chance to break. So Puka broke the rookie record for just catches. I think he's going to break that too.
Yes, he is. Yeah, he's like literally. If Bowers was on any other team that had somewhat of a pulse, he'd be talked about all the time. He's quietly no one talks about him, and he's having literally a record book season as a rookie playing with scrubs.
Yeah, you guys missed out on the quarterback draft last year because the ball didn't bounce the way, actually. There was just a couple. The Atlanta taking quarterback, I think, messed that up for you guys. I think you guys thought you were going to get McCarthy, Penix, or Nix. I think you guys were like, okay, we like all three of those guys. Atlanta taking a quarterback at 8 after signing Kirk Cousins kind of just threw.
Yeah, it did for sure.
Yeah. So,
but
you get Bowers at 13. That dude should not have been available at 13.
No one had him outside the top 6.
I know, it's weird.
Weird. Yeah, I love Bowers, and there's nothing not to like about him, quite frankly.
All right, well, Atlanta, you got more plays then?
Yeah, I got one more. I'm taking. I really have to question where the Cardinals are here. After they're trending downwards after a good middle of the season. The back end here is not so good.
Kyler's been bad. We love Kyler. He's been bad.
Yep. And I'll take the Patriots off the bye. It's the same situation here. Rookie quarterback. I like these teams off the bye with a young team. Getting 6, man. Like this Cardinals team's laying that many points here. Yeah, they're desperate. Patriots really don't have much to play for, but they still play hard. I don't know. This is a lot of points here for the Cardinals to be laying against anyone in general. So it just stood out to me. I'll take the Patriots getting 6.
Okay. All right. Well, looks like we agreed on 2 plays. You got 7 plays. I have 5. I did put notes. I put stars next to the Bengals, Colts, and I think you said maybe you liked San Francisco.
Oh, yeah. Well, if we play that, we got to enter it. Ooh.
So should we just do that? There's our 5. I like the Colts, Bengals on your side, and you said you like San Francisco. There's our 5 if we're done with it.
Yeah, why not? We haven't played a Thursday night game all year.
And I've been hot on Thursdays too.
Yeah,
it's been my best time. So
I don't hate it. I don't hate it.
We'll definitely lose then. Cool. Well, let's just do that then. We'll get them entered. And I don't even know if the circle lines are out yet. Don't they usually come out?
No, they haven't.
Well, we'll recheck on those because the circle lines are not out yet.
Yeah, we got a few hours yet.
We got a few hours until those come out, but we'll run through them here quick. Where we're leaning for our circle plays, depending as we don't get any weird lines come out, is Miami +3, Atlanta -4, San Francisco -3, Colts +4, and Cincy -5. Again, we'll wait to see the lines come out. I had 5 plays: San Francisco -3, Miami +3, Dallas +3, Green Bay -2.5, Atlanta -4. I had small 7 plays: Cincinnati -5, Miami +3, Carolina -3, Seattle +3, Steelers +5 in the hook, Colts +4, Patriots +6. Does that work for you?
Yeah.
Is it safe to say you think the Patriots might be your Berkwood Farms money line?
They will be. Yeah, 100%.
Here's your play for that. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Steelers are also in play with that.
Yep.
Cool. Well, thanks again to Shipley for producing for us. And again, make sure to get in any of our socials. You can DM, post it on the stuff too, Facebook, Twitter. Get your Berkwood Farms Moneyline Dog of the Weekend for your chance at a $50 gift card. Thanks again to Jake and the guys at Berkwood Farms. That's it, man. Week 15. Yes. We're pumped for it. Good luck to everybody. As always, I'm Teddy Small. Catch that tip.